Hey everyone, it's been a while since my last video, and today I'm going to be reacting to Ignore Grief by Xiu Xiu. Xiu Xiu is a band that I've been interested for a long time, and I've been enjoying some of their works like Girl with Basket of Fruit, which is one of my favorite albums of all time, A Promise I really liked, Fabulous Muscles, all of these great albums that Xiu Xiu has made. Sorry for not making any videos recently. I've been kind of focusing on a mixture between schoolwork and also my own music, and as you can see I've upgraded my microphone to a Rode NT1A. So I guess the only thing to do is get into it. We've got 10 songs, 42 minutes. First song, The Real Chaos Cha Cha Cha. But first of all, I have already listened to Maybae Baeby. I don't know how that's to pronounce it. And I really, really enjoyed it. So I kind of have a high expectation coming into this this project. And I've kind of heard from like some like preliminary thing that it's like a thing of opposites where it's like part of it's real, part of it's not. But let's have a look at the meaning later on when we actually start listening to the project. So yeah, the first song, The Real Chaos Cha Cha Cha. Let's go. Ooh, already starting off with some weird synth, some sparse noises, some distorted frequencies. Oh, I really like that little tapping at it feels behind me. Oh, once again, that percussion that I heard in Maybae Baby. It's really cool. I know that, whoa.
Oh, that's a crucifixion. That's a blackberry song.
This is definitely already reminding me of Girl with Basket of Fruit. It's already quite dark and crushing. I'm enjoying it.
My dog's cigarette.
Damn. I love the production of this. It's so like it's so dissonant, but like in such a way that like gets into your brain. I love how the vocals from, I'm guessing Angela Sayo, because I heard that she was singing on half of the album, are so like buried in the mix and so like low pass. It's like, whoa, I love those synths, but it's sort of like subconscious and it kind of gets under your skin, gives you a bit of the goosebumps. Oh, these are some cool effects. These lyrics are quite, I don't know how to describe them, but they're sort of visceral. I am loving the production of this album so far though. This is kind of remind me of like a Black Dresses chorus.
Oh love, it's nothing to forget. Baby, 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 baby.
Oh, it's kind of like whimpering out with these like distorted, clashy, smashy noises throughout the background. Jeez, these are some dark lyrics. Once again with those like fluttery sounds. I'm a big fan. Yeah, these crashing percussion. Oh wow, these lyrics are so dark. What a god-awful wonder is man. I'm feeling some parallels in the lyrics and like imagery to the Backwash album that I listened to last, which was His Happiness. Yeah, geez, when I kill myself in front of you, these are some dark lyrics, but I'm really enjoying it. And these like this spacious, but also sort of like crushing down on you instrumentation that is just so deep, and like this distortion, and it's just, it's quite like beautiful, but it's also just quite disconcerting. Oh, I'm always a sucker for some jangly percussion. I'm going into noise. I feel like something's going to hit me in a second. Oh, weird percussion.
I'm looking for...
What is this sample? This is so strange. It's very Xiu Xiu though. Candle in the wind. Some very strange, I guess, things going on right now. Oh, are we leaving out with this gong type of noise? You know that sort of crash, it's like a unlathed cymbal. Damn. Spacious reverb. then we leave it off. And that was the Real Chaos Cha-Cha-Cha. And if you're unfamiliar with my channel, I have a 3-point rating system where I have green plastic cactus, which is something that it means that I like it. It's good. We've got the 50-50, which I can't find my coin anymore, so I've got this little electronic switch, which is like I could take it or leave it. I'm not the biggest fan, but I don't hate it. And I've got Red Yoshi, because that's crap. It's garbage. Because it's red, not because I dislike Yoshi. And that's definitely a green plastic cactus. I very much enjoyed that song. It's a really good way to set off the tone of this album, as it's this darkness and this imagery that I guess it's kind of feeling throughout this that first song. And it's very dreary, it's very dark, and very enticing and entrancing. All right, I've heard that Angela Sayo and Jamie Stewart are joined by a percussionist this album, who is called David Kendrick, and I guess I can kind of hear that, like, sort of this interesting percussion. I'm not sure if that's him, but it's kind of it's very Xiu Xiu-y. But yeah, let's continue this album with 666 Photos of Nothing. Whoa, we're already starting out with some dark organ. Whoa, there's like screaming sounds. Whoa, this is so dissonant. It's like some flutes in there and stuff. Wow. Just so interesting to hear Xiu Xiu go from Girl with Basket of Fruit to Oh No to this again. This kind of like dark and dreary, anxious, nervous sound. And over here, Jamie. Jeez, it's almost like he's crying. With these like sort of nonsense lyrics. And there it is, the fragility and frailty of his voice coming through here, adding to that sort of anxious feeling of this song. And once again, that's that sort of pseudo-orchestral sort of dark. I keep using the word dark, but I'm imagining sort of like a medieval keep, you know? And this is like something's creeping up behind you, and there's like insects skittering around along the walls. That's just a really low sine wave. The resonance is coming in the top. Wow, there's some really good like sort of noise stuff in here. Sorry about that. My phone overheated from, I guess, this hot Australian day. So I've just restarted at a lower frame rate. So let's continue on with 666 Photos of Nothing. And that weariness. Oh.
To be dead.
Whoa, that's like whispering almost. There's a lot of themes of death and decay in this so far. Whoa. Whoa, it's just cut off like that? Okay, that's cool. Yeah, such themes of death and decay. Everything seems so behind you. And like Jamie's voice in this song seems so just like directly in front of your face. It's like he's whispering to you, lying on the ground. This sort of reminds me of that one part in The Haunting Presence. And it's gonna just end off on that like low note there, I'm guessing. Yeah. And what can I say? Once again, green plastic cactus. I loved 666 Photos of Nothing. It was so anxious, it was so weary, it felt like he was lying on the ground bleeding out. Just the dreariness of it was just, it's very artistic. All right, the next song is Esquerita Little Richard. That's a strange name. Let's see if it has any meaning when I listen to it now. Ooh, kind of like this drill-based percussion. Whoa. Sounds like a cool like Euro-rap patch or something. Ooh. So like alarms and just like crashing and clashing all around you. You see it panning from side to side. These like sine waves. And this like, sort of weary vocalist, I guess, is the same with Angela. Cool delays, cool delays. You hear that piercing sort of like high note. Feels like it's coming from the right, but it's also from behind you. And once again, talking about those themes of death coming through again. Whoa, that was some cool like reverse sort of sounds here, with like noise and things. Oh, that's like directly from the left there. I'm very much a fan of this song. Just from the production of it, as well as this just like the anxiety portrayed. Yeah, Angela's underrated vocalist. It's just like driving beat with these like harsh metal sounds. Like a bent, you know, like the soul of the instrument? Bowed metal, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Ignore grief. I see where the name of the album comes from. This definitely sounds like mourning. Like trying to drill something into the back of your head so you actually follow by it. I do love Xiu Xiu percussion and sound design. Wow. Sort of like, they're called hydraulic noises. A cavernous background. Tears of blood. Clouds of glitter. Sounds like she's crying. I guess that same sort of like emotional tone through the vocals is something that carries through this project. An interesting instrumental choice. Oh wow, it's like sort of close now.
Anything could happen.
Wow, this is kind of reminding me of that Quedeca project from last year. I love that percussion coming from the right-hand side there. Whoa, it was like squeaky synthesizers panning all around. I do really like this song. That's bloody good. That's bloody good. If not a 10, it's a plastic cactus. I'm so close to thinking that that's a 10, so my mind might change on this, but I really, really enjoyed that. All right, let's go to the song that I've heard, and I also think is a 10 from this project, which is Maybe... I never know how to pronounce this. I'm just going to call it Maybe Baby for now. And let's have a listen. Ah, yes. Those familiar metal sounds. The song's kind of 9 Inch Nails-y. Yep, there it is. And surprisingly, I think this fits like really well just here. I mean, not surprisingly, but it's like, since I've already heard this song and without like the context of the album, I think this is a great spot to put it in the album. With those dark drones underneath. Whispered, muttered vocals from Angela in this song.
Fear and darkness. It doesn't make sense.
There it is, those wing flapping sort of percussion noises coming through there. It's sort of disconcerting. Squeakiness coming through and this like weird bouncy synth. It's so offbeat feel, but it's also so just like chugging. There's also some sort of like weariness or sadness that comes through, like they've been poisoned in their vocals. That reverse sort of like crying out with that snare drum in the left ear. I'm noticing more things that... I forgot about this cool bit. This reminds me of that Björk project from last year. And this is so... It's like the anxiety and the darkness is sort of turned up to like a higher amount. It's just so driving. It reminds me of Reptile by 9 Inch Nails. That's why I was talking about the 9 Inch Nails comparison earlier. It's so atmospheric. It's so around you. It's so deep. It's so dark. It's so crushing and claustrophobic. Once again, continuing that sort of feeling that I feel like I'm inside like a medieval keep in the dungeons rotting. It's bloody good. There it is, those rotating feeling. I guess they're chimes? I don't know how to describe them, like wooden, like they remind me of like ship warning chimes. Ah yes, and these weird samples are getting mangled and pitched around. This is my thing. The new rhythm comes in from the right.
Arise, arise. Wake up to me.
Feels like some sort of homunculus being created, you know?
Wait,
Wow. That is 100% a 10 out of 10. I love that song so much. And I have some high hopes coming into, I guess, from the 5th song, the rest of this project. I am really loving this so far. The next song's Tarsier, 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 Tarsier. And let's have a listen. Wow, already starting off with these same sort of like relentless chimes that have kind of been a theme throughout this project. Oh, these weird guttural sounds coming from left and right. Reverb tail coming in. Some woodwind instruments. Or instrument. I feel like this is kind of meditative. Meditative? I don't know the word. Oh, I do like this. Something you close your eyes to. Sort of... It's like a church kind of sound through here. Yeah, I feel like I need to close my eyes. So relentlessly dark. Whoa! It's like that kind of helicopter sort of spring reverb sort of sound in the right ear. Going down in pitch, coming around to the left. Right. It feels like it's going around the back. Some interesting stereo trickery going on there. I'm gonna heart this now. It's just... Oh, I'm liking this dissonant. Oh my gosh, this feels like some sort of like cultish ritual. Other man have choked my own sense of self. And he has choked my everywhere. A vision, not an ideal way to be. If you see me looking to the left, it's because I've got the lyric page up to my left so I can kind of grasp the meaning a little bit more behind the songs. It's still that kind of like theme of decay. Oh, I like that fluttering. There's a lot of fluttering in this album, and I'm enjoying it. This is like a sort of sound design element. Sort of muttered lyrics and that dog barking sort of feeling on the left-hand side. Pretty men make the world burn. Dolly Pie is a hangman. Gasoline is a vision. And there's a lot of shrouded behind these lyrics. There's a lot to unpack. And I do like this woodwind arrangement. It's really good. Jeez. The amount of passion and like it's like he's scared and angry in his voice. It's just coming through with this heightened intensity and dissonance of the string part behind him. It's all ramping up, and even the pitch is going up. It serves only to make you more anxious. Whoa, that's a cool saxophone part. Once again, I'm betting this is going to end in this sort of dissonance that I so much enjoy. Whoa, it's. I would love to listen to this in like a surround sound place, because oh my gosh, oh, it's so good. That's a 10. Another 10 on this album. I think this is a candidate definitely for Album of the Year this year so far. And speaking of Album of the Year, if you want to look at my other ratings for things, if I haven't done videos on them, they are in my Album of the Year, which will be in the description. Also, don't forget to listen to my first project, which got a 46. Let's move on to the next song. This is another single or teaser, I guess, for the album called Pahrump. I don't know how else to pronounce it, but let's get into it. I haven't listened to this one. I've only listened to Maybe Baby, because once I heard that, I was like, okay, I don't want to spoil anything more for myself. This is going to be fantastic. All right, let's go. The next song. Starting off with like a really low fundamental, like all the way down. These string instruments? No, not string, sorry. Well, there's string sort of sound in the background, in like the middle, but this is woodwind. There's a lot of orchestral instruments in this, surprisingly, but it's so dark. Wow, this one's just sad. It just sounds so depressing. These like broken, solitary voices of chords. Whoa. I just felt like it blossomed out into this big experience. Violence now not beneath you. Damn. Oh, that dissonance, it clashes so well. kind of reminded me of Black Star, like by David Bowie, the album. With this sort of like, once again, I say this a lot, but those weary vocals and this atmosphere and this dark sound and this saxophone. This is so... It's like going up and down like different parts of the chromatic scale, like every note. But it's so beautiful. Oh, and then those unnerving harmonies. It's kind of like the national anthem by Radiohead, but if it was like more subdued and like worrisome. Oh, that like clicky sort of bass. From a sound design perspective only, this album is already incredible. But then added to these emotional, visceral performances from Angela and Jamie, and the vocals are just incredible. Quite beautiful and creepy. This album is already such a good experience. I wouldn't say a good experience, but it's definitely a very poignant, beautiful, and artistic experience. It's so atmospheric. I feel like you definitely need to listen to this in a quiet room. After you watch this, please listen to this like by yourself in a quiet room, because golly, you will not regret it. The atmosphere created, oh my gosh. There's so many textural elements. There's like some sort of like tuberish sound, and there's a screaming like trumpet or saxophone. I think it's saxophone like from earlier in the song. And then the chimes, and then these synths that are just playing these close, dissonant notes that you can hear now. Like a semitone apart or something. My God, that was incredible. I've said that so many times this album, but 10 out of 10. Jesus, this is definitely shaping up to be the album of this year. I mean, next I'm going to be reacting to the new Model Actriz album that everyone's been raving about. But this is so good. It's shaping up to be similar to my rating of Girl with Basket of Fruit. This might be, if it continues on to be this good, I think this is going to be the first 10 out of 10 of this year. Okay, let's have a listen to the next song, Border Factory. Whoa. There's a sort of tribal feel to these drums and this like kazoo sound. I don't know if it's a kazoo, but it sounds like that same kind of fly, decay, decadent sort of sound. There's like reversed cymbals and things. It's so desolate. It's like you're locked in like an industrial steampunk like prison or like basement somewhere. And you can just hear like the steam and like the alarms and like valves and things like that. I really dig the sound design in this. It definitely creates the atmosphere it's going for, and I commend it for that. Oh. Just like the environment and the atmosphere it creates. Already, that's a heart. The noise and these weird springy sound effects. Oh, the rhythmic displacement it just gave me. Yeah, see there. That really gets you. Oh. Oh my gosh, this is like a film score. I feel like I'm getting like chased down an alleyway by like a horde of eldritch creatures. I don't know how else to describe it. Damn, the growing intensity of Angela's vocals here. The factory, as I said, as a factory. Border Factory. It definitely feels like that. Oh, and then there's a sparseness. This definitely reminds me of Girl with Basket of Fruit. Is that a tritone? Yeah, this is bloody good. This is so good. The themes of violence and decay still going throughout it. This is just so crushing. Oh, I love how it goes off into the echo, and this is so encompassing. I'm finding yourself. Come closer. No one wants to know. And continuing on with that theme of ending on like a drawn-out, noisy note and then fading into reverb. Border Factory is 100% a 10 out of 10. Wow. Already this is, oh my gosh, with 3 songs remaining, it is definitely intensely beautiful and haunting project. Jeez, the industrial sort of feel and the dark, reflective ambience of it all. And that, like, it's definitely nailing the vibe and the atmosphere. The next song, Dracula, Parrot, Moon, Moth. And let's have a listen. Oh, already going for the dissonant strings. Damn, looking at these lyrics, these are definitely going to be a hard topic. This is scary. Something feels mutant about this project, and just the cohesiveness of it is incredible. And the potency. As I said before, eldritch. Wow, these swells. I'm lost for words. Oh, these swells. And there it is, the dissonance. I'm really enjoying these like fast notes that come through in this project, whether that's in the percussion and the weird delays or these chromatic pieces in this. There's also that same thudding darkness. These beautiful string passages creeping through. Damn, it's like he's muttering under his breath. Jeez, these lyrics. And there it is. Oh, those piano chords going between dissonant to dissonant chord and the wails of Jamie going to these dark delays on the left-hand side. Oh, that harsh noise there. And that's a 10. Wow, this project does not disappoint. I'm so surprised that on Album of the Year, this is only getting like a 72. Because, my God, this is so moving and destructive and dreary and dreadful. And it's just, it gets to you, under your skin. I feel like I've had goosebumps this entire time. All right, we're going to the next song, which is the shortest on the project, Brothel Creeper. And I feel like just from that title, there's already going to be some pretty hard-hitting lyrics and dark tendencies. Let's have a listen. Whoa. I'm really enjoying these like huge, deep, reverberant bass hits. Wow, and this twangy... Oh my gosh. Oh my god, it's hard to describe things because it's just... From a sound design perspective, it's a marvel. And how Angela's like talking into your right ear, and you can hear like the reflective reverb tail on the left. It just creates such a sense of space, and it's cavernous. And I mean that in the way that it is such a large space, but it also definitely feels like underground and like you're trapped in a like dripping cave. And all of these industrial noises all around. Screaming feedback loop. Oh, it's so good.
It's just a dull knife. How will I have worn my hair in this exceptional moment? In this festival.
Sort of a scathing quality to her voice here. Ooh. Sort of alien sounds and screaming synthesizers. Whoa! It's a lot of themes of like murder and death and cannibalism and decay and this sort of darkness that spans this project.
The dagger in your secret case.
Dagger in your secret case, the tip only drawn across your breast. I plan to steal it. Cut the seal from my secret heart. Oh my god, this is so dark. And these like sparse, sort of like reversed record scratch nails on a chalkboard, sort of feels in this like twangy percussion. It's just gets under your skin. First of all, once again, another 10 out of 10. This project has not disappointed. But that reminded me of the sort of like radioactive feel that comes from these like the sound design that reminds me of the Lingua Ignota remix of the Bodies song. Well, not remix, I guess like cover of the Bodies song. Give me a second. I have to figure out what it's called again. Hallow Hollow. It gives me that same sort of like radioactive decay and like uranium particles falling from the sky and like this winter ash. My God, that's a good song. And now we're up to the last song in the project, an 8 minutes beast of a song called 4M. And let's have a listen. We're already starting with that same percussion. This just feels like you're caught in like a trash compactor. This feels like the end. Like you're in the torture room now, and they're about to cut you in half with a saw. Oh, that like singing from Jamie is so like concerning. It's so. It feels sort of like a music box or a creepy smile in a horror film, and then we're left at this freeze of this dissonant chord. Oh wow. Strings coming in, these crashes. Once again, the anxious vocals. I don't know if these are samples or synthesized, but all of the percussion in this album have been incredible. I'm surprised by all the orchestral elements in this piece, or this album, but it works so well. Those dissonant strings or trumpets or whatever instrument that is, swirling around. Whoa. Throughout this project, something about the sounds just seems wrong, but it's like so good as well. Jeez, it's like 1,000 elephants on your back. I do not trust it right now. I feel like it's going to go back into that darkness and that crushing percussion. So creepy. It's like he's eking out the notes. It definitely feels like at the end of the end right now. And what a fitting way to end this project. There's so many switch-ups. Oh gosh, it's so... Ugh. And that high-pitched, like, it's like tinnitus. Ugh. What a piece of art. What a piece of art. These reverberant effects going around. Cyclic in a sort of way. Those twanging sound effects in the left ear. Sounds like he's crying. This makes me feel it just so uncomfortable. Shepherd's tone always rising sort of sound to this. It's so uncomfortable. So atmospheric. Clicking gate opening sounds. I feel it's just so good. So worrisome. The orchestration. Oh. Flux, staccato strings. 4M is a 10 out of 10. And in my books, Ignore Grief is also a 10 out of 10. It's one of the best projects I've heard, and it joins the rest of my 10s. Thank you for watching this video. This is, if you stuck around to the end, especially thank you, but this Xiu Xiu project is incredible. And it's comparable to Girl with Basket of Fruit, and it's just so crushing, and it's so damning, and it's so atmospheric, and the sound design is excellent, and I feel like the only thing I have to do is give it a 10, because it is one of the best things I've heard. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.